Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels so weird saying that. I have not said that. Oh wait, I'm looking at the viewfinder. Oh my god. Let's try this again. Hey guys, welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back and it feels so weird to say that. I have not made a video in literally so long and it just feels weird. But I am now back to YouTube and I am just super excited to be back. I have not filmed a video in a while, so if you see me look to the side, it's because I'm looking at the viewfinder. I have not used my camera in like a year and you guys are probably like, where have you been? I have been gone for like a year, over a year, from making YouTube videos. So much had happened and just so much had happened. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're not going to get super in depth to every little thing, but I'm just going to paint the picture for you guys rather. And in this video, I'm just wearing this new Lululemon Define jacket I got. You guys know that I love these a lot. And then I have this VCA dupe necklace, basically, that I got from this online like this Instagram store, but their customer service was trash, so I don't recommend, so I'm not going to share a link. I had to basically harass them to send me my necklace, so I don't recommend. But yes, and hair is from Strandologist. You guys know I love her. I will tag her website down below. This is a custom wig that she did for me, and yeah, it's super cute. Anyways, makeup as well will be down below. All the products I used for this face. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, this is just so weird and overwhelming. Anyways, so I've been gone for a year. You guys probably noticed last year around like, I want to say April or May-ish, I stopped making YouTube videos. I went through a breakup with my ex, so I was getting like reacclimated to being by myself for the first time as an adult, pretty much, because I hadn't really. So that was going on. And then the biggest piece was that I was basically being stalked, which you guys are probably like, what? And I'm sorry if you hear like noise outside. I live in a city and it is busy, so that's just that. But with that said, yes, so basically I had a stalker as well, and that made me very uncomfortable with posting, very uncomfortable, just very uncomfortable, period. And that stalker was my ex-boyfriend. It was a very toxic relationship that I'm really happy that is now over, and I'll probably do other videos on that. I've been, you know, you guys also know that I lost my dad a few years ago, so it was a lot going on that I was going through. I'm trying not to say so much because it's so annoying. Anyways, last year in April, May-ish, I started to notice a lot of fake accounts, like not a lot of fake accounts, but certain fake accounts watching my Instagram story that didn't seem like your regular spam accounts, but like I felt like they were my like accounts that my ex made just based off of the usernames, basically. So they were kind of incognito, but not that incognito. And it was just easy to tell that it was him, basically, was what I concluded, and my friends pretty much concluded the same. And basically they were just watching me and watching my every single day moves via Instagram, even though I had him blocked on all social media, his number, everything. So he was blocked, so he couldn't see me. I had cut off all contact with him once we didn't have any dealings, like, you know, dealings together. So like we were in this apartment together. Once the lease ended with him on it, I cut off all contact. I didn't want any contact at all with him, and he did not take that well, which was weird because we had already been basically like very low contact. So, and it seemed like he didn't care, like maybe he was moving on. And then it's just like he kind of just like snapped. It turned into further stalking. Was he started sending things to my home. He tried to come here into my home, and thank God I had the locks changed. Something in my spirit, like a week or two before the incident happened where he showed up at my door, something had told me to change the locks, and I'm so happy that I did, because if not, he would have came in my home and who knows what would have happened. So, and I called the cops and everything. So just very scary situations to be in. The stalking lasted a long time, which you guys are probably like, was this a quick thing? No, it lasted a long time with him sending stuff to my house, contacting, you know, me over and over, trying to text me, call me, just repeatedly, and I would never ever answer. Him doing the same to my family members. It was just so much. The cops talked to him. They were very concerned. About his answers. It was just craziness that he was saying. So I had got 2 restraining orders. I had to get 2 restraining orders. The first one was a temporary restraining order that I thought was going to work. I had got it. And it was just so much going on. I was starting a new job. I had to go on a work trip out of state, and then I was dealing with this too. And I got that temporary restraining order, and by the time I came back from the work trip, he was, you know, starting the stalking thing all over again, which just sucked. And it had became even more and more. So I was getting very concerned. I had to go back to court and get a long restraining order, to which, you know, we had to go before a judge, and he had to plead his case. I kid you guys not, when I came to court, I literally had like a manila folder, like that was like this thick. Like, and you guys know manila folders, they're flat. The folder was like this thick with papers that I had of evidence of him stalking me. He had no evidence of me provoking him or doing, because I didn't do any of that. I didn't talk to him, I didn't say anything. I just took my therapist's advice and my friend's advice, and I just did not give him a reason to be able to say anything to the judge or anyone about me. So I kept my distance. I said absolutely nothing to this man for months and months and months while he was continuously harassing me. So the judge saw that, the mediators and everything, they did put him kind of high on the list to like re-offend. So yeah, so that's a lot of what was going on, but I was granted my restraining order, and since then I've been okay. So thank God, right? Literally thank God. So that is over. Now I finally feel comfortable, many months later. I finally feel comfortable being back in front of the camera. A lot also was going on with work, and I just went through so many like work changes. I started a business pretty much. So it's just a lot going on. And just to give context, the stalking lasted like for the rest of that spring into almost the fall of last year. So yeah, so it took a while for me just to get recalibrated, even after all of that, because I just felt so shaken up, and I was very like paranoid, and I think I just had some like post-traumatic stress. Honestly, like I was constantly looking over my shoulder in my own house, which is very annoying and traumatic, and I hate it. So, but I feel so much better now. So yes, now that we talked about that, and I'll get more into that maybe kind of in a separate video, just about like leaving a toxic relationship and how to just like move on and get yourself back together. Anyways, this year in 2024, it's been a lot going on work-wise. Last year I had quit my full-time job at the end of last year. So I started a new job and I quit it. That had ended. It was it was kind of a toxic work environment that I didn't know I was going into, but on the bright side, in that job, I had met so many, like not so many, but some great girlfriends who I'm still really close with, or who I'm still close with to this day. And that, I feel like that was just my whole reason for being there. And after that, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. After that, I had decided like, hey, I think I really want to go out on my own, and I want to start my own little like boutique marketing studio. And so, and like, you know, basically do contract work and, you know, maybe take on some interns or things like that. And so that's what I did. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you know that I started Roger Studios, which is my marketing, my digital marketing, like boutique agency studio, whatever, which has been it has been a process. And I'm sorry if I keep saying a lot. I'm just not used to recording. I haven't done it in a while. Oh my God, it's so annoying. God, it's so annoying, guys. Yeah, so I started Roger Studios, and it was a slow process to start, but it's finally been rolling now. So there were some ups and downs in between the last few months, just life, you know, I guess. But I finally feel like things are getting back on track. I don't want to say back on track. I feel like they're just going how I want them to go, you know? I think sometimes when I start something, I just want it to be like a super big success, like immediately, and I don't want to take the time. And my therapist really helped me with kind of being patient and continuing to work on my dreams and my goals and not just like give up basically and catastrophize, because I tend to do that. So yeah, but I work with beauty and lifestyle clients in the direct consumer and service space. So yeah, that's what I love to do. I love working in the beauty industry. Yeah, I love it. Now, with that happening, this year, I feel like God has just worked in my life in like amazing ways. I also went through a lot of family stuff this year, some loss and just difficult family relationships. I feel like with me growing into this person that I'm growing into, who is like so focused on my dreams, and I've always been focused on my dreams. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I have been working towards my goals and my dreams and what I want to do since middle school, since high school, and I've always taken steps towards that, have been pretty successful, honestly, at a young age. And so, but where I'm at now, I feel like at 25 is that things are coming even more, I think, into fruition. Like they're really happening. They're really starting to happen. Like I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor, for lack of a better term, and it's great to see, but it comes with a lot of changes and like relationship changes, especially like within my family, like when you're just growing and kind of like, and not even to sound cocky or anything like that, but like the term, it's lonely at the top. It's like people just start to not understand you, and you understand them, but they don't understand you. And they may not understand what you need from them, or they may not be as interested in growth and things like that that I'm interested in. So it's just been a process, and learning to just like accept people, especially like family, the way that they are, and how to like cope with that and deal with that and all of those things. So that's what I'm, you know, and even with friends and relationships, like just learning how to deal with all of that. It's a process. It's a process, but I'm really just blessed to even be in this space and to have grown as much as I've grown, and to, you know, for things to be moving in the right direction the way that I want them to. So yeah, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little raspy. It's early. Well, it's not early. It's technically, I believe it's still the morning. I haven't had breakfast yet. I've just been drinking water. I had therapy this morning, so I just jumped into film. I was like, let me do this before I eat, because once I eat, I'm not gonna want to film. I gotta just do it in the morning. So yeah, okay, we'll transition now into what's coming up next in these next few months. I'm gonna be doing more sit down videos and more just lifestyle content, talking to you guys about things. Still some fashion stuff, but like it's just gonna be a little bit different. Vlogs too, here and there, and I think I'm just gonna commit to just posting once a week, because I feel like I kind of got in over my head before, and I wanted to post like 2 videos a week, and that was just a lot. And I think that that would especially be a lot right now with everything I'm doing. We'll see. Maybe some weeks it'll be 2 videos, some weeks it'll be 1. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. But yeah, so it's gonna be a mix of you know, fashion, lifestyle content, probably a little bit more lifestyle with fashion mixed in, like basically watching the life of a chic fashion beauty girl in her 20s. That's what you guys are watching. That's how I imagine it in my head. That's kind of like the content pillar for all of this. So yeah, but excitingly, in this the way this all came together was just insane, and I feel like God has just been over my life. And even my friend, she was just telling me like God has been working in your life, like everything, even in the moment when we think like it's like what's going on, why is this happening to you, it makes sense like a month later, 2 months later, exactly why all the pieces fell exactly how they did. And it's just been crazy to witness, honestly, and I feel like I've just been in my manifestation bag. Okay, but yeah, okay, anyways, with that said, I am moving. So you guys know that I live in Connecticut, and I've always lived in the tri-state my whole life. I was born and raised in New Jersey, so I'm a Jersey girl. I guess kind of. I grew up in North Jersey, like 25 minutes outside of New York City, so, and my whole family's from New York, so I'm just a tri-state girl, and I've always lived in the tri-state. With that said, I at one point in my life thought I was going to move to New York City. I don't want to do that anymore. It's just no reason for it, if I'm being honest with you. It's super expensive and I just don't enjoy the city. I think it's just normal to me at this point. It's not new, it's not exciting. Like for people who move from like the Midwest to New York, I could see how it would be that thrill. But it's just, to me, it's just like home in a sense. Like it's where my family is. It's just regular. It's where like work was. It's just regular. It's nothing, it's not exciting, it's not thrilling to me. And I feel like especially with me transitioning, even though I've been in marketing for some years now, I used to work as a model scout in the fashion industry. So, you know, that's really in New York. That's like the center for that. But I have transitioned, you guys know, over the past few years into the beauty industry, which I love so much. I just love it, especially working with a lot of like hair companies and salons and things of that nature, and like celebrity hairstylists, things like that. So yeah, I love that. And with that said, I have decided to move to Miami, and I'll be moving to Miami at technically the end of the summer, very beginning of fall, and I'm super excited for that because I just love it there. I went recently, about a month ago, to look at apartments with my best friend. She lives in Florida, and so she came with me, her and her boyfriend, and you know, they helped take me around to look at apartments, which I appreciated so much, and I got to spend some time with them. So I'm just super excited. I feel like the beauty industry and like wellness and lifestyle is like so Miami right now, and I just feel like there's more opportunities there for me than there are in New York. I feel like New York is like the very corporate side of the fashion and beauty industry, and I feel like Miami is, in LA I would say too, in a sense, is more so like the service-based side, and like I would say like the service-based, more so like the service-based side of things, and like some direct-to-consumer stuff as well, but more the creative, like marketing side of things, on like that's not as technical, because I feel like there's marketing girls that are very like technical, and then there's like the not so technical, which is like me, and I specialize more in organic, so like influencers, which there's so many influencers in Miami, social media, email marketing, that's what I do. And I love working with service-based businesses, so whether that's a fitness studio like Pilates studio, hair salons, hairstylists, nail salons, just things like that. Like that's what I love working with. I love working with like direct-to-consumer brands as well. But I just feel like a lot of stuff is like, it has been shifting to Miami over the last few years or whatever, since the pandemic. So, and I love it there. I'm tired of the winter. I'm tired of the cold. I don't want to do the cold anymore. I've done it my whole life, literally. So I just don't want to do it anymore. I love the beach. I love palm trees. This past winter, I did not take my winter clothes out. I did not want to. I did not care to. I did not want to put on a jacket, but I did. But I just did not want to. So I just knew it's time for me to go. It's just time for me to go. I feel like dating in Connecticut was like very stagnant for me. Same thing with kind of like New York. I feel like it just got very stagnant. And I just think that Florida will be good to me, and I think that Miami will be great to me, and I feel like I've just gotten so many signs that like that's the direction to go. I work remotely, and it's just a great place to be, especially when you're not on like a super set schedule. Like I can wake up when I want, for the most part, you know, like still in the morning or early afternoon, but I can, you know, wake up when I want. I, you know, pretty much work for myself. Well, you know, you work for your clients, but you have control. So I just think like Miami's a great place to be. It just felt like, why am I here? You know, like, why am I here? And the winter gets so depressing for me because I'm just in the house, and it, you know, whether it's snow, cold, I just don't like it. So I found a beautiful apartment that I am just obsessed with. I was able to see it in person. It wasn't fully done with construction yet, so it's almost finished with construction. So that's, you know, but it works out perfectly that way. Like, it just, everything just worked out perfectly. I have a view of Biscayne Bay, which is like, yeah, so happy that I found what I found, and that everything just went, like, it just couldn't have went better. It just couldn't have went better. It was a really up and down type of year, but I feel like God just puts me where he needs me to be, and I always just pray for him to order my steps, and I feel like that's just been what has happened, literally. So I'm super excited for the move and super excited for everything that it will, you know, bring. I'm excited to make new friends and all of that stuff. And yeah, I've already followed like so many girls in Miami on TikTok who just give off like the same kind of vibe as me. So I'm just really excited. I'm just really excited for like this new chapter in my life, I guess you could say. And you guys could probably tell because I'm smiling a lot, but like, it's very exciting because I've always lived in the tri-state. I love Miami every single time that I go, and like, I just feel like I can be myself there. I feel like here in Connecticut, and even in New York, like, it just doesn't give like my vibe. I feel like in Miami, I feel like happy to like look pretty and look like how I want to look. Whereas like here, I feel like I very much so tone myself like way down. And so many of my clothes are like summery spring clothes. I just don't care for the winter anymore, or the dark colors or any of that. Like, I just don't. So I've just, child, since I've known that I'm moving to Florida, I have bought so many like dresses and things like that. Not like so many, but like, now I'll have a reason to wear them, and I'll be able to wear them in November, you know, in December, whereas here I'd be freezing. So yes. And as far as mental health, this year has also been really, well, last year and this year has been very pivotal to my mental health as well. I started medication, which has been super great, and I really want to urge all the girlies out there who maybe have depression, anxiety, or just whatever. If your therapist suggests medication to you and you're scared, because I was scared, child, I was like, I'm not doing that. It took me a while to open up to it, but I'm happy that I did, because it has changed my life, and it has made, it's just changed my life and helped with I have very like bad like chronic anxiety, and it has helped so much. And I don't think I would have been able to come this far, like career-wise and emotionally and mentally, had I not started medication, because I was just in an anxious ball every single day for a very long time. So medication helped me so much last year that I started. So yes, I would definitely recommend. And when I just reflect on like the past year, last year everything was so different. I was being stalked at this time. I was nervous, I was scared, I was trying to figure stuff out career-wise. I felt like nothing was ever working for me. Like, why do I hate every full-time job that I do? It was just so bad. I just felt like something was wrong with me. Like, I'm good at what I do, but like, I don't like having to answer to like a big boss, basically. Like, I like being more in, I like being more in collaboration with people, basically, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just really happy with this place that I am in life, and I worked hard for it. Don't let everything fool you. I've worked hard for everything that I have, but I'm just happy with the way that everything is moving. Yeah, I'm just really happy with it, and I'm very hopeful for like the future and all the things I want to do. Starting my own direct-to-consumer brand that I've been working on for a long time and that I'm hoping I can finally launch at the end of this year or top of next year. But you know, that's like the second business I'm building. First priority is pretty much like the boutique marketing studio, and I think soon bringing on like some interns or an assistant or something. So I'm just so many things to work out, And I think just with going to Miami, it will help me to bring on even more clients. I feel more of the clients that I want are there. So, you know, med spas and plastic surgery offices, and like I said, fitness and wellness studios, hair salons, nail salons, all the things, all the things basically. So yes, that is pretty much the life update, and I will be back here, y'all. Every week. I will definitely be trying to post every single week. I really want to. I really miss having like a true hobby, and I feel like this was my true hobby, and I miss it so much. So it felt really sad to be put in a box where I felt like I couldn't do it. So yeah, I think it's super important to have hobbies and like passions and things that you like outside of work, right? I've been trying to get more into working out. I think it'll help a lot with my new, like where I'm moving. I'll have a gym that I have access to, like a really beautiful gym. So yeah, I'm just happy to go. Like I'm just happy to go. I've been holding off on like starting any memberships or anything here because I'm just like, what's the point? So I did get one of those little TikTok like stair stepper things to like work out kind of at home, and sometimes I do at home like Pilates and yoga, but I do want to join a studio once I get to Miami, and I'll be able to go to the gym like right in my community building complex, whatever. So that's amazing. But yes, so with that said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back next week. I'm not sure what day of the week that I'll be posting on. I definitely want to get into doing like live streams again soon, but probably will be a little different than before. We'll just see how it goes, but I definitely will be posting weekly. Like I definitely want to post weekly, maybe sometimes twice a week. We'll just see how it goes, but I need a hobby. I need a hobby. Need a hobby. Anyways, like I said before, everything, my hair, what I'm wearing, jewelry, all that will be linked down below, like always, including some of my home stuff that I can link if I can find it still online, or stuff that's similar. I will link that for you guys. But yes, with that said, I'm so happy to be back. If you want to see anything in particular from me, like video wise, leave it down below, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at Rocky Roger. I'll put it on the screen, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.